Good morning. Good morning. 네, 가야지. 동화대시 맞으시. 망슈 그네래. 가.都是아메리카 영어 들라고 정다. 야,都是. 다 되네. 캐나다. 되네. 스위스랜드. 이게 신주지. 야. 다 되네. 이탈리. 여러분. 가. 잉글랜드. 잉글랜드 그래. 야. 다 이탈리 그래. 네. 네.
Raise your hands. Okay. 这是嘞，同胞。第我听你了，听同胞的你来给我们些当地啦，一起去的，当地一起去的，当地。
可是。
동지 이신남유.
동지. 저를 낸 거를 거도 동지를 이지 여사지 거도 매사지 거도.
겨우면 너가 디 칼라나.
다. 내지 루주색. 장수식은 가셔 권유요죠. 비고 아야사디. 아니 이 자그렇지. 라이터. 되게 지 매거진 되는 나로리 양아만다. 뉴스 위에 타임을 되는 나로리 아티클 편여래. 뭐시 역사요. 코랑 바바딩에 뭐시기요. 코랑 바바디베 처벌을 주저래. 더 처벌을 되는데 직배 둘로시라면 라를 건지 괜찮은데 시대인지. 코랑 처리 대본 명예지래. 저 님이 지금 당연히 뭐시 사체. 제 님이 지금 아야 디차 디스트릭도 저지 여사. 여러분 제니 but the scientific minded 주지레스. 아니 아직 대 최종 속물로 사는데 여러분이 이지식도스. 되건데래서. 되는데래스. 말아서 변은 전문이 되가려야 저 미국 통야게 변은 소자 담면도 뭔고 쉬우시도가. 당한 통문용은 지금 무슨 일을 되는데 자치우로 되는데 리다로 담다 통야도가. 죄송합니다. 다 디는시 맞아 미게 마통약. 야 living being today yours. 다 대전 알로리아 맞아 민는시리 미지도는시리 지 사바상고다 야오든데 yours. 야 두자든데 yours. 데콜코리아 인 맞아 미디 통모도야. 지단 여대버지 근데 요아레스 저장하다 지금 최종 수모사로 지금 스테이트 오라클사 드자디 냥코라 데즈트하기 아주 미국 통야 매대바 지금 거르베게 리빙 빈 인데바 리빙 빈 소르베다 간다지 송댕 강사 인데바 근데 지금 요아레스 어디슬라비 저장하다 디나라 맞아 보고야 다 신나고야 소지 대 동지 열다스를 전에 나이 춘중을 사 시기 이거 세포장게 와도 카본 너구들 열에 어떻게 동지 열을 전에 나 디난 늦은도 차고 지게 세상을 지다에 가서다 보고 신나고야 대 동지 열을 다 되는데디 니도 가가래 그래서 지다 아주 숙제 류라고 요땡에게 소샤직직 류라고들이 매댕에게 그냥 류냠 차오지 만주 수전 라베 류기 미기 왕부 통모도야 그봐 이제 된게 지금 인디케이션이야 지금 예배 지금 더 지금 significance 얼마 지금 지금 인디케이션인데 예배인데 거의 아니야 저상가 제가 또 동정가 이지시에서도 동지스 놈은 아주 남지 용다지 도와지 신앙사고지 되다 되는 생각 이시스케 지금에 다양 지 스피리트스네 다 invisible 된저기 different form of life 뒤에 요래 다 저기 왜 그래
저니어디 이 파마기 가드나 디송도 창상이나 뱀이 가자 배바 보면은 창상이 알레도 라 아니 칼로 겸제 이 암나기 겸제다 저고르슬라스 수 창상이 하면 다
좋은 창상 되었어야지 소소 결기 다 미 토다리 소소 결기도 라와리 야 지금 다 개치슈디 창상 겸니 돈 나봐 야고 여버 지고 면버체 신송아 돈 나봐 야고 여버 지고 면버체니 다 론ner로 저를 주는 배 뮤직 강사 아니 냠도를 참보체 대토야 지다 아니 부구야 차인도 전에 부구디들이 참보체 따도 정해지기 다 된대지기 미즈름부 주상당과 돼 계셔도 와 저양 zam돌이 창스 교수 전에 지금 화합할이야 지금 미스토 부인의 부모인의 지금 변주지토 양지 십제 규율이라 매체 근데 화합할이야 아니 대샤가 생부터네 아니 저거 창스 집 대해서로 아니 간성선에 강에 체체 아니 디보스 제고도 와 내가 것이베 아메리카 정도들이 뭐도 아침에 그들 아시지기요래 되는 로카시 신비시고도야 아시신다지 아지니보드 디보스 체사체 다드네야 로카시 신비시고 야 아지신다지 제가 디지털이 녀들스도가 와 창스 개야 야오래 다 창스 개단디 다 소소 미시지기다 든조 서비스거래 그 유르무 대퇴하지 다디 리숑다 kum시다 되는 몽고 자야래 그래서 다들 삼다 에 미치게미네 제 배배지 리숑들 도나여 되봐 야 된들 가보지 근데 정사 연구도가 야 된들님 찬스 되네 대안에 주카가래 다시 지게미 지금 배우기 쳐도 리숑 도나 켜내 매딩에 된들지 이베이나 야 쉬고 강에 tes트이래 그래서 된들 샤네야 배번 안사 찬스 되나 야가 소리도 봐 다들 그게 뭐는지 뜬줄 뭐는지 떠줄 셔서 간다 소소 찬스 자디 님지 다 같이 가우치 부르셔야 되지 계속 말했고 유름부 쉬고 하시러 봐 선다디 초보 교험에 야고치 용투야지 당고네 님시 야고치 상을 야고치다 찬스 되나 예그지 나 루지지 샌프란시스코리아 나 이슈라마치 토브레 이슈라마디 찬스 되야들이야 지가서 강슬러 사회 창산들 롤chen 지 저들이 지내지 이슈라면서 레샤 아니 말한게 아니 지 찬스 때문에 저들이 럽기여서 남사지 크도 지 투제 아니 해버스 나지 찬스 뭐지스 지 가보냐고 차사서는 딱고 유ರಿಂ스 봐 쉽제 최 특우시 뭐 중보도 남사 아니 잘진 찬스 뭐지스네 들을럽지 되기여서 대한 좀 전에 벌써 통수. 야, that next question. 라인다. 라지기래. 네.
걔랑 시나라 벨라시 왜?
인지름들이. 인지름.
When you die out of Tibet, would you be like reincarnated in Tibet? Yes or no?
가사.
So, Bedura.
네.
Will 걔랑 King Belamashina, will you be like born anywhere in the world or would you still be born in Tibet?
One of my main sort of prayer is so long space remain, so long sentient beings suffering remain, I will remain in order to serve as much as I can. 자, 사자 딘데지도 룽고 딘데지스는 가게 상놈에 자송아. 자, 딘데인데 that's my main sort of determination. So, a limitless world. So, broadly speaking, then immediately this my life very much sort of connected with Tibetan people, Tibetan culture, Tibetan Buddhism. So, from that viewpoint, most probably, you say, if I am born within Tibetan community, maybe because of the present life, sort of certain sort of unique close connection, may be more useful. So like that.
And one more.
Or female Dalai Lama.
Yeah, female Dalai Lama kachin yo mare.
Ka.
Female Dalai Lama kachin yo mare.
Kasi shungse. Ka.
Kachin yo mare.
Maybe.
Correct.
Me.
Oh. But that is now, I think, I often is telling people, a very, very ancient time, you see, no leadership, no concept of leadership. Very small community. Even I think concept of family also may not be there. Like animal. Work together, but whatever they get, something, share together. Then, so that time, no concept of leadership. Then gradually, population increase. And then the concept of family. So then, you see, this is my family. This is my house. This is my sort of articles or possessions. So then, some, stealing or some sort of bully or cheating, these things happen. So then the concept of leadership come. So at that time, no education. So the main condition become leadership is physical strength, like some other animal. So therefore, you see, at that time, you see, leadership entirely based on physical strength. So male dominance come. Then, meantime, most of religious institution around since 2000 years. So at that time, feudal system, yeah. So still male dominance, that is there. So even religious institution, also some kind of male dominance there. And then Buddha, I think something quite sort of remarkable. Buddha give equal, male and female. The highest ordination, bhikshu. So bhikshu and bhikshuni, that means kasa, male and female, highest ordination, like that. However, you see, some practice, there are little sort of emphasis, male more, little bit superior, like that. So these, the social influence, you see, come. Clear. As far as Tibetan history, Tibetan is concerned, so I think the system of reincarnation, perhaps system or habit reincarnation, although in India also, you see, there are clearly such sort of person, the reincarnation of such great sort of spiritual sort of practitioner, quite well known in India also, but no such institution continuously reincarnation. That's, I think, happened only in Tibet. So earliest about now 700 years, right? The Karmapa institution is I think earliest the institution of reincarnation. So something Dojapangmo, female, that institution, the reincarnation always female. So as old as Karmapa, 700 years old. So in Tibet tradition, there are female high reincarnation over 700 years already there. So, kasain chodgare, tamalwe. So therefore, so far among the Dalai Lama is no female Dalai Lama in the past. But in the future, many years ago, in Paris, one the ladies magazine, one reporter I met, she came to see me, and one question: in future, Dalai Lama can be female Dalai Lama? Then I straightly responded, yes, why not? If the very purpose of reincarnation is serving concerned people and the Buddha Dharma, so if the circumstances is such, female Dalai Lama more useful, then female Dalai Lama will come. I mentioned that. Then also I mentioned half joke that if female Dalai Lama come, that female must be very beautiful, attractive. So that later I repeated that. Some Indian, you see, some Indian lady, criticized about that. Maybe that lady may be a little bit ugly face. I don't know. Okay, now you.
당한주 로춘주 여두고서 다 배워야지 다 그래 최세 롭종까지 도낭 숙지하다 섬로 그래다 숙지하 간디스요 왔네. 대화도
패질 배배지소 당연히는 최지하다 가서 배배지소 다지 가서 그러다 하나님 밑에 자주 고고스 별로 조금 해라. 지금 최를 대배지하다 지금 먼 장대하는데 영대기 어려워.
야면은 like
레디 최디에 지금 너무 접대하지마도 지금 로종 시작이 시라라 요마다. 남은 걸 해서 이두잖아요. 그냥 놀리게 더 내가 지내지. 아니 내디처럼 또 로종 시작이 야고다스. 베스트스 때는 야고레스게 러비. 디랜데 맞도 근데 베스트다 룩스요 말했지. 받으르사. 저자 매만 나로리아 베스트 로종 체스야디 초진에 잡아. 디낭제네 아니 공부 첨부주나 요대베 기도로서 뭐도 지단 기도 용서로 로종 시간 통하게 지금도. 죄송합니다. 아니 딩도 시행 샤샤는 대야잖아. 아니 지금 이 로종 시하다. 지다 딩도 시행도 전에 로종 시하 그거 그렇게 야 말이. 대가도 지류 10시 대셔. 你们开始讲了，我在YouTube上的，卡萨，那不是卡萨，英文那不是，卡，哦，Rabbi School，可是录入开始，根据过后面，1913 he sent 4 Tibetan students to that English school in England. So Dalai Lama, after he sort of escaped from Tibet to China, and then later Tibet to India, then he noticed at least this is some sort of also the kasota. He noticed outside world. So he realized English language is very important. So therefore, he sent 4 students. So at that time, I also mentioned to those students, it is great, regrettable way that practice discontinue. Only first batch, then no longer. So, you see, at that time, the interest about modern education not there, and interest about our own sort of school. That also is very few. So we really, that aspect we can say, oh, we are really backward. Our thinking is very backward. Therefore, as soon as we reach India, April 1959, we reach India. Then within 1 year, we start school. Firstly at Mussoorie. I asked Indian government, please help to build, to construct separate Tibetan school. The government of India, at that time Pandit Nehru was Prime Minister. He was very sympathetic, and he immediately, agreed and set up one committee or society. The Union Education Minister, Mr. Mali or something, he appointed as a chairman. So we start all our school in India like that. So because of our past experience, we are very much backward in that field. So we put sort of special effort to establish different school about modern education. Meantime, with general subject of modern education plus Tibetan language, like that. Then, okay.
그거 제가 좀 뭐지? 야름부터 신주가 없어. 야름부터 메나 아니 가래.
가르치겠어.
말에 가르치는 게 저거듯이. 야름부터 메나.
그렇죠. Since very young age, early age, I have very much interest about mechanic thing. So sometimes I describe my place is farmer. So I may become the driver of bulldozer. When I received some toys, I play few moments, then out of my curiosity, open, dismantle, how it work, moving, the wheel, that those dotted over. The condense rudo, that thing is to
Thomas wanted to know the mechanism of those toys.
아니 engineer mechanical engineer?
Yes, engineer. Okay. That's, I think, very possible if I am just as normal. Or I may join Liberation Army. Yes. Louder. Yes.
I just want to know why people in the world are using religion as an excuse for violence.
That's firstly, actually, now these days I'm expressing, it is wrong to describe as a Muslim terrorist or Buddhist terrorist. It is wrong. Anyone who committed violence, as soon as committing violence is no longer genuine Muslim as well as a genuine Buddhist. So this very word, sikdi koadi nangbaye yimba, any terrorist is so called Buddhist terrorist. Tagana singibana kasoda Muslim terrorist Muslim yimba, terrorist yimba, kuduwa. Didn't know it.
So when you use the terms like Buddhist terrorist or Muslim terrorist, actually the word itself, the term itself, is something wrong, because you can't have somebody who is a Buddhist or a Muslim, a practitioner of these religions, as well as a terrorist as such. So using the term itself is wrong.
So these people I publicly was expressing the self-centered attitude. Me, me, me. Me is the supreme. Then religion also, my religion means you are the user of religion. You are a genuine follower of that religion, but use my religion. Then the supreme I, self, combined with hatred, anger. Then religion also use for fulfill their anger. So actually, these people not genuine because of the religious practitioner. Like, I think Buddhism, I think most people I think knows Buddhism is very, very peaceful. And Buddha is symbol of peace or symbol of love. And then Muslim also, genuine Muslim practitioner, they say, never sort of, or say they create bloodshed other. So real meaning of jihad is combat with your own destructive emotion, not harming other people. So genuine Muslim practitioner, more compassionate. So they also say a genuine Muslim practitioner should extend love towards entire creature of Allah. Like that. So I think these religious people, they just call Buddhist or Muslim because of their family background. Not much pay attention, real meaning of religion, and not seriously practice. Okay. Next. Oh, yes.
Have you ever wanted to step down the role of the Dalai Lama because of the pressure?
As far as political responsibility is concerned, 2001, I already sort of practiced semi-retired position. Then next 10 years, major decision entirely carried by elected political leadership. Then 2011, I totally retired from political responsibility. Not only myself retired, but also the tradition. Since 5th Dalai Lama, I think 17th century, 5th Dalai Lama, since then Dalai Lama institution automatically become head of both temporal and spirituality. Now that formally, voluntarily, proudly ended. Now future Dalai Lama, no concern about political responsibility. So I think Chinese still do not know, do not believe that. So they consider Dalai Lama is something very politically, something important. So they show, I think, they show concern about Dalai Lama's reincarnation. I think that they show more serious concern than myself. I have no concern. They really showing concern. So the retirement from retirement from Dalai Lama ship, that's out of my control. People designated me as a reincarnation of 14th Dalai Lama. So if you have some sort of technique to retire from Dalai Lama ship, then please tell me. Next question.
So, what inspired you to be what you are right now?
Inspire. Oh, then I think firstly, when I received a Nobel Peace Prize, or announced the candidate of Nobel Peace Prize, I expressed that Peace Prize, because in reality, should go to Buddha or some of those great masters of Buddhist which I follow. some extent was limited my own sort of altruism, or we may call wisdom. These come from originally Buddha, then these Nalanda masters. So I think real inspiration come from these great thinker. I usually used to describe Buddha. One aspect of Buddha is founder of Buddhism. One aspect of that person is great thinker, philosopher. Then another aspect of this person is ancient Indian scientist. Reason, in his teaching, he emphasized investigation and experiment. He mentioned, "Oh, my follower, bhikshus and scholars should not accept my teaching out of faith, but rather thorough investigation, critical investigation, and experiment." So some of the Buddha's Nalanda master, they openly rejected some of Buddha's own teaching. They used to say, "Oh, if you accept this Buddha's teaching, it goes against reason. So therefore, we should not accept that." So then they explained, Buddha stated that because of such reason or such circumstances, he mentioned. So therefore, I describe Buddha. One aspect of Buddha was the ancient Indian scientist, like that. So then modern time, Mahatma Gandhi ji, of course, inspiring me much. And then, as far as the revolution is concerned, Mao Zedong also, some extent, inspired me. And certainly Karl Marx, Marxism, as far as socio-economic theory is concerned, I am Marxist. I totally against Lenin. He really spoiled pure, truthful Marxism. See, Bolshevik revolution during after First World War, and then this serious sort of civil war, within Russia. So the Karl Marx, Lenin. See, the name of Marxism, socialism, is a much wartime sort of concept. Secrecy, tight control, distrust, ruthless suppression. These wartime relevant. But that, the wartime, you see, certain things which is relevant, wartime, that become part of communism. That's a mistake. So therefore, I totally against Leninism. What do you think? Some reason? What do you think? Okay. Now next.
Wait, I have another question.
Another question. Oh.
Don't you ever miss your family when you always travel?
Karsa?
Like, don't you?
Kare?
Family,
Kare? Family kare. Kare? As a Buddhist monk, firstly, no wife, no children. My parent, my father, my age 13 years, my age 13 year, my father passed away. My mother, I think in 1980, 81 or something, passed away. Yes? Remaining, you are the younger brother and a younger sister, and then elder one brother. So broadly speaking, you can say part of my family is always. But in reality, as a monk, no family. Now I feel 7 billion human beings is my family. I really feel that. We are one big human beings family. Each of us member of that family. We really need educate people, oneness of 7 billion human beings. Because a lot of problem, including in name of religion, you see, killing each other. These, with too much emphasis, secondary level of differences, different color, the America problem now due to different color, and different sort of religion, different nationality, and within same nation, same religious field, still we make distinction, rich and poor. So educated, uneducated. So therefore, all these man-made problem is, you see, due to differences on secondary level of secondary level. So the remedy, you see, to reduce this, we have to go basic level. We are same human being, mentally, emotionally, or physically. We are same. Everybody wants happy life. Everybody have right to achieve happiness. So therefore, once we realize that, then no possibility to create a problem or suffering to others. We often used to forget that. Too much emphasis. Secondary level of differences. So just this morning, I met some group, Tibetan, who going to Australia. I mentioned them. Usually when we pray, we always pray entire sentient being. We never say rest of the sentient being should be happy except Chinese. We never say that. So when we pray to entire sentient being, including Chinese brothers sisters. So therefore, that moral principle, you see, we never thinking Tibetan win, China defeat. No, both win-win. So, middle way approach. You see, China also gain some benefit. We also gain some benefit. Like that. So therefore, you see, my bigger family is 7 billion human beings. Whenever I go, I always consider we are same human being. I never consider, when I visit different places, I never consider I am Dalai Lama, something special person. Never. That also selfish reason. If I too much emphasis, I am Dalai Lama. Then when I meet you, I must be something a little bit so reserved way. Oh. So that's, you see, barrier of close friendship, isn't it? I consider myself one of you, no differences. Then immediately, you see, we become very close each other. When I met some leaders of different nations, for example, the President of the United States, when I meet, I consider, firstly, human level. So President Bush and Obama, we become very close friends. That's a good human being. I never consider, because of the presidency, that's something artificial, secondary level of differences. Like that. Now last question, yes, you.
Kamil Musala, samdi dani, janti ni shera. Ani thangwadi Kamil Musala ani ngunzi machin ani radin Musala ani ma hamela zunang da akama da akama che ani takje gaji inde par ani
re
ton ani di onzoni seri ton da ani inde khalo gaune 지 reflection 로 당 와 나로 니면 안주 통마라 아니 only 컨디스 레세
들 한명 남주세리 캔자 쉽죠다 아 재미들이 집에 그들 가실 통도 와 실 잡으면에 그다음에 렉을 가지고 고르와 너무 디슈물이 클래스네 미지 한명 남주래야 중고제를 친 그게 중고제입니다 저 근두자주 애니 주능에다 공부지리 공부자주부지리 루주여시 대어 준비를 친 애니 한명 남주 친도와 한명 남주 심에 그들이야 애니 한명 남주 안에 메랑 샷 템버스 해서 자샤 여러다 거봐 그래는 게 심어서 그 샷이 때 아니 그게 그 샷 통일은 그도 스페드잖아 샷이 나라 미지 주세 드리스 그 하면서 템버리 쇼걸 해서서 로사르제라 코레 샷나 루즈네 샷을 꾸며 샷셨어 제가 미지 샷을 주다 주래도 어디를 좀버리 제네다 간다디 야 캔자르다 다디 다저제 미스터리 시비지리 자 미니숨지기 사면으로도 스텝이나 미치기 통한디 야 미치기 통 연구도와 야 마통 연기 그 맨자지 자 다자도 저리야 되게 있어야 돼 즉 mysterious 지그다 life 된데 유대해 봐 spirit 된데 유대해 다 디안 캔네마 다 캔네지가 저기요래 자, 다 디터는 아들 레진 미치기 다 당연에 되게 디어에 가서다 tradition 지 영시 된데 문지 제베 그돌라 지금 하면랑도 선제쇼가 돼야돼 루스야래 자상가 레진 미치다 개 영시 아니 문지 지야 그단 개 여베 인도잖아 레진 미치 그게 하면랑도 pen 시도잖아 이노 아까 마사 이거 숨부터 코나스도 퀄리티잖아 아세데 암도체 드디어한테 벽안에 내중 적용다 지 건설대蒙古지기 개회 영시 벽 샤네 요구였다지 넘주십대요 세우십대요 자다 도시들이 패지 샤하다 암도 아세데 암도 이스레스 가세데 군붐 이스레스 마세데 세우야마레 카셜로는 까마버 레베도지 karma satigi 콜링이지 네 아니 말에도 섬주 지도자네 배징의 명을 사무든 주세요 상하도 지단다 배배명 불이야 사무 생명다야지 아무도 바카시 용기 마도 진짜다 의산도 봐 사무 생명다야지 비밀마도 교갈 명다면도 봐 좋아 상의 명들 사무든 주세요지 다디 야 떡부 떡부 수이는 지기 와래 떡부 군지 당고도 말해 군지 입어서 받는 지기 그 룽덴스타 영해지 어디 룽덴 알아리아 군지 고 고마 아니 뭐네 저는 공로 자주 줘야지 레샤스 제티 다 공로 납주 나고 조주디마도 쇼서 말했으니 룽덴도가 삽쇼스도 어디 나리아 아니 슈그다 영시 만조 풀 부문 명예의 버지 용거리 사줘래 지자들이 인도 마스야의 배지 네밍 함 튼주사 나로라 다파 튼주스는 지단으로 봐. 다 모스야의 믹스처도 와. 소다디 민시 이게 마디 만조가 삼으로 총부래. 셔서 당가야 근데 고금의 영시 인식입니다. I never consider I'm same being, same self, or same mind. This is something like is a person or being who have certain sort of quality, who can fit that place. Then you see born. And then you see people, including some spirit, recognize that. That's usually you see go that, like that. Okay.
제ven이어디 아니 공수 아니 hello 딱제 아니 양식 공지 제가 필요 아니 군대 쪽송만 답이 아니 묘본 줘라
What is it? Ngel di orda. Ngai kisar mishi uchibe any search party. Kozo yombe yimudi ngazo nala chonsi kujo de jore yimudi ngazo nane shingi yamarwa. Da kozo hobka lubul jore mado de kage di ngasani de doge yamarwa da. Ridi di yimudi nga da lopeji ni 탁 숨지 리시면로 제 뒤님도 ngabe 어서서 지사 부배 남주도 맨날 배 가나시 지기사 대아무라가 숨기 아니 그 사람들도 코도 조드잖아 내가 그 사람들 모션도가 엔 라마 그 사람들도 뒤뒤 소중디 구치체 엔 코랑 들어 미 교장다 가서 영시chen 라마르 봤다. 지상 내도 저다 라마스chen 무지체브레사 모셔브레사 엔 제니 이 기사람이 굴이야 군두 고고면 나셔 창치도가 내 나서 창도 주시에 엔 창도 내출래 엔 엄마니 라브레스 디기사람이 다 구산제 고조 숨기 구산제 뒤뒤 냠돌 요리 인생 문제진에 차리 쉬고 구산제 나서래 어디도 숨기 저 뒤들들이 지금 뒤뒤 배지 애네 저는 회사야 안 좋아하네 띵아 아무나 소리 나한테 신매 아무나 숨기 회사야 안 좋아하니你们지 자셀링가 마치 버리스 저는 나 뒤들 잠잠 소리체 인 아무나 장도 좀 도되게 하래 자셀링가 애네 내면你们지 애네 자셀링이 군두고 보면 심주지 나로 가서 레드 대 내소유스네 러송송네 엔드네 차감디 고체 지선데 고고면 챔시도스 근데 아무나 가서 나 정민도 가서 근데 그도 키워서 가서 그래 coincidence 영식으로 보다 어디를 오케이 이 가이나면 내 디시기 아니 가셔게 나 따라가면 주말에 생활도 연구해야 돼 오다 내 디시기 아니 군주 주선반에 군주 당번에 군주 주선반 모두 드즈베 멘자십 시제 위신의 연구도 와 위신 말에 사들을 써야 돼 라면도 연구도 와 아니 세컨드 달라면 쉬우죠 엔 third 달라면 요래 아니 fifth 달라면 쉬우죠 아니 ninth 달라면 쉬우죠 코도 찬스부터가 지금 위신 라면도 쉬우는 생기죠 근데 그거만에 위신이 예배서 수도 진짜 위신 매버든 말에 가까이 말에 가게 말에 얘네 I'm most popular 달라라마스티 yeah I think now I think you're last one now sorry now not much time now
This is last one.
did 냠냠 겜벳 yes
my name is Nawa.
Oh,
What's your favorite subject in class?
가사 favorite 가사 럽제 of course Buddhist philosophy art not asking me not much interest about art then of course science and biology science and cosmology these I have some genuine interest
Do you like to do like a science experiment?
가사
Science experiment.
if I have some opportunity, when I visit, like one occasion in I think Wisconsin, the laboratory chat about brain research. The researcher mainly the Richard Davidson. Then also one time in Switzerland, you see, when I visit these places, I really want to join with them some further research. But no opportunity because name of Dalai Lama. Now yes, this lady or this girl, yes.
Dashidele, my question is, what is your opinion on raising children with violence?
Kasa.
Raising children with violence. Violence.
So many of these people who really carry violence, we can't blame these people, including terrorists. Our society, you see, very much is because of the materialistic life, materialistic culture. Not much talk about peace. Peace means through inner peace, real peace can achieve. Full of anger, impossible to create peace. So it's nobody talk about inner peace. Religious people only say faith. Peace through faith. So therefore, you see, whole society, and particularly education, I think basic human nature, some scientists, some respected, well-known scientists, through their experiment, they concluded basic human nature is more compassionate. Obviously, you see, people, as soon as born, you see, automatically, my mother truly take care with full love, affection. The child also, without knowing who is that person, they immediately born, but biologically, immediately, you see, because of the trust, that person, and the sucking milk. Other animal also like that. So therefore, you see, the biologically, compassion, love is major factor for development of our body. And one scientist now no longer, Kasa, Bob Livingston, great scientist. See, he mentioned after birth, next few weeks, mother's physical touch is key factor for proper development or enlargement of child's brain. So love, affection is the key factor for our survival. Without that, we will die. So therefore, and then quite strange. You see, recently I heard through BBC, the child shoots kazoda, ame oma. Child is shoot kazoda. The mother's milk. You see, biologically, the child, first month, second month, third month, fourth, fifth, like that, so on. You see, child's physical need certain chemicals. That in mother's milk, each month, you see, what necessary to child is biologically, you see, it develops. So feeding mother's milk is very, very essential. That I heard. Not other animals or milk or like that. So therefore, basic human nature is firstly compassionate. Then through our own experience, more compassionate mind, more peaceful, more happier. And we are a social animal. Compassion is the basis of trust. Trust is the basis of our friendship. As one of your questions, marriage or full trust, then marriage will be kasa, a long-lasting, happy marriage. You see, some attraction, some my friend, close friend. You see, they told me they suspect their wife. So similarly, wife side also a little bit distrust. How can have a marriage? So full trust is very essential. In order to develop trust, honest, transparent, these are key factors. So these related with sense of concern of others' well-being, respect, isn't it? so therefore, in order to build happy family, trust, or sense of concern each other is basic thing. So therefore, they say there is real hope. Since basic human nature is more compassionate, therefore use education for further strength. You see, these are basic sort of nature. Then we can build healthy human society. But existing education is not talking about these things, only materialistic sort of interest. So therefore, you see the children, including children, who grown up, you see, such sort of society, with such education. So then, you see, the negative raw emotion, raw negative emotion. Or sometimes, I think, habit also. You see, love, gun, then shoot. Now in America, I think sometimes the racial discrimination, the Lincoln abolish serfdom, and then still you see some sort of the habit there. So Martin Luther King, you see, make sort of special effort. Also, you see some change. So still, even unconsciously, in human mind, still some sort of feeling of discrimination. So unless we put some special effort, not just, you see, all equal, you see, saying that not sufficient. Through education, bring conviction. Oh, we are equal. We are same human being. We are same citizen of United States. These, through awareness, unless you see through awareness, through education or some conviction, you see these things. You see, when you see no problem, then these feeling remain dormant. When some situation, then these come out. So United States also, I think, very, very important to think seriously about education system. That's my view. Thank you. Thank you. You should be good human being, good Tibetan. We are passing through a difficult period, but inside Tibet, they never sort of they lose their spirit, or Tibetan spirit, whether believer or non-believer. So the sense of we are Tibetan, that I think is very strong. I think obviously people from China, very, very powerful. Over 60 years, they use various methods to reduce Tibetan spirit. I think completely failed. So Tibetan nation shows quite tough. So inside Tibet, under difficult circumstances, you see they kept in that kind of spirit. So we are in free country. So you must keep fast. Okay. Well, when I met Obama, since Obama, I know, you see, I think more than 10 years, I think, when he was senator, we become friends. So recent, my meeting, I asked him, may I touch your ear? He said, oh, yes. Then I hold his ear, your ear also like that. So then I hold his ears and then go like that. then I told him, you see, your this position of shape. I mean, his ear seems very easy to hold. So then he told me, when he was young, his mother is quite often, you see, go. So because of that, his ear like become like that. He told me, so your ear also like that. Thank you. Tuche, thank you.